thing you're going to do without me. Your job is, just like your homework from last week, to start thinking about what works in advertisements and arguments so that you can figure out how you want to sell your product later down the road. Today, you are going to find at least 13 ads from different products in different places. Some of them can be still, so pictures, but some of them, at least 5, need to be commercials or videos. More on that later. So here's what you're going to do. First, you're going to pick at least 4 of these bullet points right here. Ignore my phone going off. I was asking my sophomores to help me with school stuff. Fantastic. So you are going to find one ad from a magazine, one from a newspaper, or one of these other things. You're going to pick 4. Here as an example of one, this bad boy right here. I found it in a magazine, and I also found it online just to make it videoable. The 8th story, 19 years later, it's an ad for, as you can see, Harry Potter. I love it. It's so good. It's hip. It's beautiful. So once you found your ad, you're going to scroll down to this chart here, and you are going to say, my product is a Harry Potter ad, and I found it in a magazine, even though the one I showed you was online. And then you are going to look and say which of these different hooks, which we've talked about before, works. It's not funny. I wish. It's, there's not really any facts on there. I would say it's story, because it talks about how it's the 8th story, 19 years later, right? It hooks me in, reminds me of the other books. There's no celebrities, there are no characters, but I would say it does have an element of other. So I would call it something like, I don't know, maybe you're already a fan of the product, so you could say it's something about like, it's the Harry Potter draw, right? That's not one of the 5 that we talked about, but this ad is very clearly aimed at people who already love Harry Potter, so it's kind of its own thing. And then you're going to go on and you're going to say, I love Harry Potter. This isn't a great ad though. I would give it a 3, and I would say the most persuasive aspect of the ad is, I already love Harry Potter. That's part of the reason why I don't think it's a very good ad, because this by itself, if I didn't love Harry Potter, I wouldn't want to buy that book. So that's the first part. You're going to do that 4 times. You're going to find 4 different ads and do that. I hope that makes sense. Part 2, you're going to move on and you're going to start to look at ads in chunks. So you're going to choose at least 3 of these bullet points down here. Notice that each of them require you to look at 3 ads. So 3 times 3 is 9. So up here you found 4 total ads. Down here you're going to find 9 total ads. There are a whole bunch of examples on there. I found 3 that I'm going to show you as the example. They fall into the category of 3 ads for a similar product that is intended for a specific, oh, no, not that one. 3 ads for a product intended for a specific gender, age group, or economic group. So I found 3 ads that are at a specific gender, and that is women. Because, you might not know this is a real thing, Bic, a few years ago, came out with a pen just for women. So I would look and say, okay, this is an ad for Bic pens. The ad says, look like a girl, act like a lady, think like a boss, work like a man. Or think like a man, work like a boss. I find this ad offensive, and so I'm grumpy about it, but more on that in a second. So then I would do it, I would say, Bic for her, this is my first of 3. It's not funny, there are no facts, it's sort of a story, there's no celebrity. I guess you could call that woman a character, but it's not a repeating character, so I'm going to leave it blank. Other, I'm going to say it's trying to draw on, I don't know, people who are into feminism. I don't know. I think this ad is terrible because I think it's offensive and I think the product is terrible, so I'm going to rate it a 1. And I'm going to say the most persuasive part of the ad is, I guess, if you need a pen. I don't know. There's really nothing. That's a terrible ad. So then what you're going to do is, that was my first one. Then I went and I found a second one. Look at that. It's another ad for the same thing. And now I'm going to compare it and say, okay, stylish pen just for women. It's soft. It's convenient to back. It's yada, yada, yada. More for your money always. And then I would go back to my thing and I would say Bic for her number 2. It's not funny. There sort of are some facts. There's no story, no celebrity, no character. It is a good ad because I don't know. There's no other in that one. I would say it's, I guess, slightly better, but I still don't love that ad. It doesn't really make me want to buy it. Oops, that one. And so I'm going to say the most persuasive part of the ad is it's brightly colored, and that catches my eye. Whoopsie, colored, and that catches my eye. And then really quickly, I'm going to look at my last one, which is, again, something for the exact same product, but it's a different ad. Look at all these happy people, and look how happy they are, and they're winners, and I want to be like them. And so I would look, and I would say, okay, Bic for her, number 3. Story, maybe there are people in there, then I would say they are all happy. It appeals to my deeper need for, I don't know, friendship. I want to be happy and have friends just like those girls. I guess it's sort of better than the other ones. The most persuasive part is I want to be like them. And then what I would do is, that's my first bullet point, and then I would do that 2 more times. So again, you find 4 from these categories, you choose 3 of these, so 4 ads total, 9 ads total, so you're going to do this basically 13 different times. Notice really quickly that all of my examples are picture ads. I would like at least 5 of yours to be commercials or videos. You don't need to write a lot, you just are kind of making check marks. None of the ones that I found were good ads because they each only had 1, maybe 2 hooks. So see if you can find better ones. Again, your job is just to decide what works well, what do I like, what attracts my attention. And then after you're done with this chart, the chart shouldn't take you super long once you found your ads. You're going to go down and just really quickly answer these questions. These will help you with your speech later. So being able to say, most people do this, but I think the best way to hook people is this. I want to purchase products when, or I don't want to purchase products when they do this. So again, thinking about what works and doesn't work, this will help you later as you get to your speech. That's an explanation of this project. Hope it makes sense. Let me know if you have questions. If you watch this whole video, email me and I will give you 1 extra credit point. Have a great day.